right, man. Let's talk about. I found an interesting clip on Twitter with Jaron Ennis or whatever. So hopefully my air conditioning ain't messing up too much, but it's too hot not to have this thing on for real. Pause. But let me see if I can pull it up, and I want y'all to hear what he said. Um, Real quick, kind of getting the late start of videos that y'all have seen on Saturday. I didn't. Every video I did at a different time. So now these are videos I already had done or whatever. I'm just really not just waking up for real. Excuse me, sheesh. So man, I thought let me see it. I thought I retweeted this joint. Oh, you know what? Give me a minute. Here we go.
He thinks it's more likely, and that the Bucks are 154 and fight Crawford, or stay at 147 and continue to collect belts in pursuit of undisputed. What do you prefer?
I'm doing both.
But you only got one choice. Next fight. If you had to choose between moving up 154 fighting Crawford, or you want to stay at 147 and get the other belts, what would you prefer?
I'm gonna collect the belts and get undisputed at 47, and then go up with 54.
So that's your preference.
That's my goal. I'm already here. I got one belt already. It's time to collect the rest of them. The 54 right behind. Hopefully, we bring these fights right out. And I'll be 54. About maybe summertime next year. Or in the summertime.
For one, that's not realistic. I know Eddie can keep him busy, but to get all the belts by this time next summer. Come on, man. Barrios still waiting on Pacquiao. Barrios and Boots couldn't get the job done together, all right? Negotiations. I'm not going to put the blame on nobody, but we all feel that Barrios probably didn't really want to do it, especially with a possible, Pacquiao fight and a technical first title defense. So I would understand that, right? But he's pretty much stepped up to the plate and fought everybody. So the interesting thing here was, want to fight Bud next or get the belts? And he said, I want to get the belts. So like I said before, a lot of these dudes be popping shit, and I feel him. He doing what he supposed to do, attach his name to Bud. We don't know. Bud could be at 54 for a good time and not a long time, or he could be out there for a long time and be, and be there when Jaron Ennis is still doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? But fight Bud next or get the belts. What did he say? He said he wanted to collect the belt. So at the end of the day, I'm not mad at the goal. And we could talk about his run is not that great because of this. You never know what his run might end up being. Brian Norman might be a star. T.O. might come up and be a stud at 47. I mean, Steonis might go on to be one of the best. We just don't know. Barrios might be better than anticipated. You know what I'm saying? So kind of when you start kind of talking about certain things and trying to project, it's hard to project, but he really don't want to fight Terence Crawford right now. It's just part of the just due process. I seen a bunch of young fighters attach their name to fighters they quite wasn't ready to fight yet. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it time and time again. But that's just the way it's supposed to go. That's the way the game is supposed to go. Fighters are supposed to call out older fighters. So that's just the way it's supposed to go, man. But yeah, I mean, I just also don't feel like you should fight a fighter unless you're ready to fight him right now. You shouldn't call him out. But once again, that's just the way it goes. Floyd Mayweather was calling De La Hoya out since he was at 35 years old. I mean, he was at 135 pounds. So it's kind of like pool in some way of regards where you got to call out your shot. But his fans getting in the way and basically saying one thing and, Bud need to do this. But then again, this guy said he's not ready. And then they'd ignore an interview clip like this. And I appreciate him being honest and transparent about the situation. But we already know he ain't trying to get in there and rumble. You see Virgil Ortiz talking about fighting Errol Spence, but not talking about fighting Crawford or fighting Sebastian Fondor. And both of them guys been presented an opportunity to fight Bud before, and they chose to go another route. See, this is one of the things you get about the haters in boxing, right? One of the things that these haters in boxing, they conveniently leave out the facts. It just tends to happen time and time again. They continue to leave out the facts. That's what they do time and time again. They continue to leave out the important facts. If one of the fighters lose, they turn around and they ignore like he never lost before. They won't cover it, or they come up with an insane excuse. That's this generation of boxing, to be honest. Excuses, 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 excuses. All right. So, nonetheless, he said that he don't want to fight Crawford next. We already knew that. And he could say, well, I knew Crawford was going to do this, that, and the third. All right. He's not ready. It ain't nothing wrong with not being ready. But the problem is when you call somebody else out, in situations you should be ready. So, he want to collect 147-pound belts. You look at the ride. I think Eddie and Bob can do something, but Norman got to get his name out there a little bit more. A Teofimo Lopez fight would be great for him. Stay on this thing. They said he got one more fight on PBC. I don't even know if he got nothing on that. I was saying, he has some financial situation. Anytime somebody don't work for a year, absolutely. Nobody can afford to miss a day of work. Think about that for a minute. Amazon can't afford to shut down a day. You know what I'm saying? They can't. Nobody really can afford to miss a day, miss a amount of day, a year of work. It's over with. So, yeah, he don't have nothing lined up right now. He did fight this year, though. He just fought in May. He stopped a Gabriel Mastery. Well, he beat that Gabriel Mastre guy, I think, who robbed Michael Fox. I don't never think I actually seen that fight. He's on the Canelo Munguia card. So, yeah, he fought this year. So, I don't know if he got one more fight after that, And obviously, if Pacquiao's fighting Barrios, then it won't be that. You would think, that's the way that they would position it. That's the guy that robbed Barrios. You think that's the way they will position it? But when Pacquiao get involved, a lot of money for Barrios. That's life-changing money and life-changing opportunity. And also, that's a great opportunity. I feel like that's a great opportunity for for Jaron Ennis. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a very, very great opportunity. And I say it from this vantage point because if the Pacquiao Barrios winner do well, I know Pacquiao more likely is not going to fight Barrios. Okay. But, Pacquiao's not going to fight Boots. But at the same time, if Barrios is able to win, they can do a fight with Boots, that could boost his profile. What if Pacquiao was like, okay, I will fight this kid Boots. Let's do it. Then, yeah, it can boost his profile so it can help him. And it's crazy talking about, what, 1, 2, 3 decades, 3, 4 decades later, we still talking about Manny Pacquiao, still fighting and boosting young fighters' careers is crazy. All right? So to me, that's kind of funny. But yeah. Shit, it is what it is. But yeah, these dudes just be talking. I be telling y'all, bro. A lot of these dudes just be talking. They be clout chasing, trying to attach their name like a trailer, like a trailer to a truck. And that's what a young fighter's supposed to do, though. I say it again and again. That's what young fighters are supposed to do. That is what they supposed to do. That is what they supposed to do. Nothing more, nothing less. That is what they supposed to do. So, for him, get your bread, get your bag. Do all that wonderful stuff, that you got lined up. But yeah, I had a DM. But yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, shit. That's what he supposed to do. But you know, when the fans get involved and emotions get involved, and Bud need to. It's all about what Bud need to do and not to do. That's what it boiled down to. What Bud need to do or not need to do, and whatever he do is not good enough. And you know, blase this, blase that. That you know, that's just what it is. You know, Bud want to pursue Canelo. I'm fine with that. I think he deserve that right. And if a fight puts you down as one of the greatest fighters of all time, I mean, who want to have that regret leaving the game? When I could have had a fight that could have immortalized me up there with Sugar Ray Robinson, Henry Armstrong, Muhammad Ali, Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, Rocky Marciano. Come on. Who want to be denied that? Like, you could be considered the greatest fighter ever in some people's opinion. Who want to pass that opportunity up? You know, and at the end of the day, you can say, oh, you know, black people need to stick together. It's always the free thinking, solid black man is the one that's supposed to actually, he's the one that's always supposed to make the sacrifices, back cleanup, do the right thing, save the community or the community. We always, the Pookies, the Ray Rays, the sellouts, they ain't never asked to rehabilitate the community. The deadbeats, they ain't never asked to rehabilitate the community. So it's always, the dudes that do well and the productive black man or productive man, whatever, area you from, we're always seen as the responsible ones. I always remember this clip on Straight Outta Compton is when, after, they jumped Easy and he told Jerry Heller, Easy was like, well, I always got to be the bigger man. You know what I'm saying? When you positive and you productive and you on the right path, they always want to ask you to do things and expect the highest from you when they don't expect anything from the people that's around them. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the same thing with Bud. I tell them eat a dick. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video financially. Want to support the channel? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link description. The link tree from your X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.